All right, so if we want to be really consistent, one of the biggest problems out there, one of the things that a lot of people struggle with is flipping the club a little bit. And what I mean by flipping the club is they're letting the club pass the hands, and you can see that my left wrist breaks down. This is very common. One of the things that causes this that you'll see a lot of times is the common instruction to do chipping. What I hear time and time again, I can't stand hearing this because I know it's going to cause a lot of problems down the road, is to put the ball back in the stance. That's much behind the bottom of the arc. Remember, the bottom of our arc is going to be the inside of our left shoulder here. I'm putting the ball way back in my stance. I'm putting all my weight on my left side, and I'm going to be coming down and through this ball with a lot of forward shaft lean like this. That's going to get me chopping way down into the ball. So if I'm doing this, maybe I'll hit one clean like that, but the next one I'm going to chunk, and then I'm going to hit one thin, and they just come out really low and hot, and you know, it's going to cause a lot of issues with you. So what a lot of people do, which is very common, to combat that, they have the ball back in the stance, their weight's left, and now they start to scoop a little bit to try to level that out and to come in a little smoother with the ground. So it's actually, by scooping, they're actually creating a little bit better of a shot for themselves. What we want to do is we want to get into our proper setup, get the ball farther forward here, off the logo of our left ear, a little bit of weight on the left, and now as we come through, we're going to be able to hold that left wrist nice and flat all the way into the finish. Because we're coming in shallow, we can keep that club slightly de-lofted with a little bit of forward shaft lean all the way through there. So as I'm going back, I might get a little tiny bit of wrist hinge. So if I'm going to go back, you can see I got a little bit of wrist hinge there, just slightly as I'm coming back. But as I'm coming through, from my left elbow, back of my left wrist, club, all that's going to be flat as a pancake. And that's going to allow me to, time after time, again, to come in really smooth with the ground. Kind of imagine like a 747 plane coming into the runway. It's going to be coming down and then smooth out right as it's landing. Exact same thing's going to happen with our club. That was nice and crisp and clean. This is going to be dead flat every single time. I want you to do about 100 repetitions just with the shadow strokes. Back and through, hold your finish. Check to make sure this is nice and flat and that your wrist is very loose and relaxed as you're doing this. You'll also see that I need to rotate a little bit. My hips and my shoulders have rotated open to allow this wrist to stay flat and to allow everything to move on through. I don't want to feel like I lock this in concrete, I lock my shoulders in concrete, and now I can't really get the club flat. I end up having to flip to come through. I'm going to let everything rotate on through. This is going to stay nice and flat. So 100 repetitions, pausing 2 to 3 seconds at your finish, looking down, checking, looking on camera to make sure that's correct. Then we're going to go out to the course. We're going to hit another 100 repetitions with the ball, chipping to a flag. After each and every shot, you're going to hold your finish for 2 to 3 seconds and check to make sure that wrist is flat. If you can do that, you're going to be very consistent, and you're going to have that 747 airplane type landing into the ground, and you're going to get that really crisp, clean shot. So good luck to you guys. Work hard. I'll see you soon.